Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how I fabric painted this skirt of mine. So for certain paint colors, I don't have the actual fabric paints because either I never bought that color because I don't need it that much, or I ran out because I use it so much. So on Amazon for $12, I bought this fabric medium in which you just mix your acrylic paints with the medium and then it turns into fabric paint. So that's what I did with this green paint. And now I'm just going in with my orange paint, for which I also did the same thing, but I didn't show it on camera, and I'm just painting the base of the flower. This flower actually matches the panel of the skirt, and I actually sewed this whole thing by myself. The next thing I'm doing is I'm adding some dimensions, so I'm going in on the edges with some red, making sure to stay in the same direction of all of them so it looks like the sun is shining from one part. And then what I'm doing is I'm just roughly blending that red out to make it look more natural and realistic. Once I'm happy with the result of that, I go in with a yellow. This was already a fabric paint. I didn't have to mix it with the medium. And I start doing the highlights. Basically, I did the same thing. I just put the color on first and then I slowly started blending it out until I was happy with how it looked. While I'm working with the yellow, let me just tell you kind of what I did with the small little flowers you see on the side. Literally, I just threw color. I just slapped the paintbrush onto those little flowers and that's it. Now I'm just going back in with the orange and fixing up whatever I feel like needs to be fixed if there's too much yellow or red in some areas. And then I just go in with a black fabric marker and trace the edges just to make it pop a little bit more, and that's it for the flower. And now it's time to do the leaves. Now the leaves are really easy. All I did was that green that I mixed together. I just went in and did a base color of green, and then I went on the edges just to highlight it and give it a pop of color, make it look a little bit more realistic, and just brighten it up a little bit. And then what I did was at the ends, like the bottom of the leaf, I went in with a little bit of black to not only just give it some shadow, but also to help the color match the panel a little bit, which was a bit of a darker green. I basically just blended it out, added the colors that I wanted, went back and forth until I thought it looked right. In the beginning, it always feels like it's not going to look right or it's looking messy, but at the end, it just comes together perfectly. You can see I'm just going back and forth with different colors until I think it looks good. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's a little bit messy, freehand, fun, a little bit animated, but also a little bit realistic. And I hope this helped you guys. I hope you enjoyed.